Sadly, here we go again.
That's brutal.
I've never seen a team as beat up as the Redskins last year. They came out to Los Angeles and beat the Rams and went to Seattle and beat Seattle. And about halfway through the year, you were like, oh, boy, here they go. And they fell apart. Offensive line fell apart. Then I went AFC West. Chargers have the best roster along with Kansas City. The difference is I get Phillip Rivers, who's going to be a borderline Hall of Famer, and Patrick Mahomes. I don't know what he is. Denver, Case Keenum. Case Keenum had a perfect setting last year. Best coordinator, great defense, good field position, star receivers. Denver's not the same franchise. Tough schedule, 7-9. Raiders may be a team I tweak. I'm going to watch them tonight. I may be underserving them a little at 5-11. They do have Derek Carr. They do have Derek Carr and a good old line.
Is it that,
they are
or
a dumpster
are you
fire.
a little nervous about what you saw from Patrick Mahomes last night?
Listen, they could still be 6-10 and 7-9 in a dumpster fire. Why does a dumpster fire have to be 5-11?
You're saying the dumpster might not be as dry and flammable as you originally had thought?
Exactly. In the NFC West, this one feels like everybody's picking pretty much this. Rams win it. They just have better players. I don't think they're significantly better than last year because I think the locker room's going to be dicey. They now have a first-place schedule. I'm a little higher on the Niners than everybody else and a little lower on Seattle is on everybody else. I like Garoppolo, and I like his head coach. And I do think they actually did a nice job. McKinnon, the running back, I think they've done a pretty good job. They went and got Dante Pettis, very good college wide receiver who will play. Smart kid, will play early, make 65 catches. Seattle just doesn't feel like it's an optimistic vibe right now at 7-9. Then I went AFC South. Sorry, Jaguars. Andrew Luck's back, Deshaun Watson's back, and you're going to go back to your rightful place hovering around 500. I never trust the Titans. I have them at 6-10. I think the Texans win the division because I think they have the best personnel in the division outside of Jacksonville, and I really like Deshaun Watson. I am much higher on the Colts than Vegas. Vegas has them at like 6 wins. I actually think I think their offensive line is solved mostly. It's not horrible anymore. And I think their defensive front's got some players. I think their defensive front's a little better than people give it credit for, and they're playing a bad schedule, a very workable schedule. And finally, the NFC South could be football's best division. I have Atlanta going to the NFC Championship. I think they're a little under the radar. Their offensive line now is a top 5 offensive line. They got the quarterback. They got the coordinator, Sark, in his second year. I like their coach. Good ownership, good GM. Got a pass rusher. I think, when you go to last year, they went to Los Angeles and beat the Red Hot Rams in a playoff game, and then went to Philadelphia and came within one play, a Julio Jones jump ball, from beating the Eagles in Philadelphia. And they stymied that Philadelphia offense, which tore up the great Viking defense and tore up the Patriots. So I got to be honest with you. I think Atlanta's really good. I have the Saints at 10-6. Carolina, this is not a shot at Cam. Carolina, in their first 11 weeks, plays 9 elite quarterbacks. Then they play Eli and Jameis. Carolina, that schedule, they got to play Breeze twice. They got to play, they play Matt Ryan twice. I went and looked at their schedule. First 11 weeks before their bye, they get no breaks. A lot of tough roadies.